want to talk about my dad? Like, do I want to talk about my dad all the time? I can't help it. He was my life. You know, he was my rock. And, like, if I'm vlogging and I start crying, what, I'm going to not vlog that day? You know what I mean? That's just what happens to me. But the shirt, Dad said, hey, maybe you should make a, tribute shirt. And I was so against it. He's like, Michael, you have to look at the fact that I'm not going to be here much longer. And I did not, like, to the end, I was fighting that. Because he had such a horrible bed sore and he was in misery. He was screaming in bed.
This is one of the ways that your dad tried to take care of you. You wanted to make sure that, you had money. If your dad was here today, you could call him wherever he is. And you know him better than me. Would he be okay with the videos you've made? Would he be okay with the merchandise you've sold? Would he be okay with it? Because that's what it really comes down to. It doesn't matter if the audience cares. If they are okay with it, what would your dad think?
Let me tell you Dad's quote. This is a 100% quote. Anytime something would happen, Dad would say, anything for a video.
Really?
He was a YouTuber. He knew clickbait. Like, when YouTube tried to kick him off of the platform for his cussing, what was his first video? Censored video to YouTube, talking about them cutting him off of the platform. He was a YouTuber. He would talk, when I put up a video, he would say, hey, how'd that video do? I did too good. Oh, God. I'm over my... He was anal about the views. He was anal about everything. One of the things I'm sure you're going to ask, were they fake?
Right, I'm right. Because that ties into so much. That ties into so much more, we'll say. So let's take that question, okay? So I want to talk about the allegations of abuse, okay? Now, to the audience watching, I already know the answer to this question. This is for your edification. But I want you guys to know, and Mike already knows this, I grew up in an abusive home. My mom beat the hell out of me, but the verbal abuse, the stuff you see in the grandpa videos, that verbal abuse, that happened as well. Smashing stuff, destroying something she bought me just to take it away, just to punish me, but even the physical abuse, in my case, sexual abuse happened to me as well. So when I watch these videos, they're like, these are an abusive family. Everybody in that family was abusive. Dad was abusive. Was grandpa abusive?
I mean,
how was he abusive? Like, what?
Yeah, define the word abusive. You know what I mean?
Okay, did he hit you kids?
Never me.
Yeah.
He hit my brother, and he hit my older sister Jennifer. Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie, I've never hit that. We've talked about stories where Dad jacked Jennifer up against the wall because she ripped $1,000 cash and he got pissed. We were very poor. Like, I don't know how we got that $1,000. I think it was like a lawsuit, like car accident or something.
Nice.
And Jennifer, ripped it.
Yeah.
And Dad jacked her up against the wall.
Well, see, I hear you doing something that I always do, which is, you sound like you're making excuses for your dad. Now, I think this is something that gets people really riled up. Because I make excuses for my mom, too. And I know where it comes from, but they don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, listen. All I can say is, it was never excessive like they try to say. It was never he wouldn't use weapons. He wouldn't physically abuse us. He was very angry.
Right.
He did a lot of messed up crap. I've told people one video, Christmas morning one time, somebody ate his cheese, and he slung butter against the wall, took the tree down, threw it in the front yard, and went into his room for the rest of the day.
And this is one of the trailer parks he lived into. This wasn't like a nice house, with Christmas presents filled in the house.
We never lived in any nice houses. We were... If you could imagine how poor a family could be, we were poorer than that. Mom wasn't working, Dad was living on Social Security benefits, and that went to the bills and left nothing for food. We lived on government assistance our entire lives, man. We had absolutely nothing. And you're right, it is an excuse,